Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Don't allow people to treat you badly. And I don't care who they are, okay? I don't care whether they're your partner, your parent, other family members, your boss, kids, I don't care who it is. You do not deserve to be treated badly in any way, shape, or form. No is a full, complete answer, okay? And you do not have to put up with disrespect in any way, shape, or form. So just because these people are in your life doesn't mean that they need to stay in your life for forever. Just because they're your mum doesn't mean they can say whatever they want to you negatively and put you down and it's all toxic and, icky and negative. No one gets a green light to treat you badly in any way, shape, or form. Okay. The thing is that you need to have number one self-respect, but also you need to know that you are here, okay, on earth to fulfill your passion and your purpose, and you're here to be respected, appreciated, and loved in that order, okay? But first off, you've got to love yourself, you've got to respect yourself in order to be able to be a voice for yourself, put boundaries in place, and actually give yourself time to pursue whatever it is that you want. You don't have to conform to everything else. You don't have to put up with being shouted at. Whether it's a teacher in a classroom, you shouldn't be shouted at. Obviously you've got to check in with your behaviour and what you're doing, whether you're at college, uni, school, in the workplace. But you've got to hold space for yourself. You've got to really, really live in a high vibe, and a high frequency and a high positive. And you can't be doing that if you're being put down constantly, being shouted at, being spoken down to, and made out that you are not worthy or that you're not good enough or anything else like that. So it starts with self-love, because then the self-respect comes in and the self-esteem follows that with the confidence, okay? So starting with self-love, you need to give yourself the time to do things that you actually love and enjoy, make memories, get as many passport, as many stamps in your passport as possible, moving through time and space with happiness, kindness, love and joy and all that. But your ability to love yourself is foundational. You have to build the firm, solid foundations in order to really step forward into the self-respect. And gratitude can really, really help with this, because when you are grateful for the very, very small things, whether it's the clothes on your back, the water running through the tap when you turn the tap on, the toilet that you flush, the shower that you have, the food in the cupboards, the fact you've got a roof over your head, okay? You may not like the commute to work, but you've got the ability to get to work, whether it be walking, whether it be on a train, whether it be on a bus, whether it be in a car. You have the ability, whether it be on an aeroplane, you have the ability to do all of that, okay? So you've got to really, really start with you, with gratitude, and start with you with self-love, because then when someone is treating you badly, you have the confidence and self-esteem to say, with all due respect, we're not having this conversation. With all due respect, I'm not allowing you to treat me this way. We're going to change the subject, or I'm going to leave the room, or you actually physically get up and leave the room. Get up and leave the meeting or whatever it is. Just say, I'm going to excuse myself. Never apologise. If you've been spoken badly to, or you are really being shouted at or anything, just say, I'm going to excuse myself, and you leave the room, okay? Now, what I will say, this is a disclaimer, if you are in a relationship where it's abusive and you feel as though you can't leave, you have decisions to make. Know that you're not alone. Know that there are organisations out there and people out there who can help, okay? So, but you don't deserve to be spoken to badly or spoken down to or anything. But also saying that, you've got to check in with your behaviours. You know, if you are a person who's just had, for example, you've had 4 affairs and then your wife finds out and she's having a go at you, well, yeah, because you have to check in with what you've done. Do you get me? So there are swings and roundabouts with the whole thing, and I'm not backtracking on what I've said, but you've got to choose love for yourself. You've got to choose gratitude for yourself. You have to choose you above everything else, and you can't allow people to treat you badly, no matter who they are or what they think their values and beliefs are. That should be instilled in you, on you, that you should do things a certain way, you should follow the family route into this, when actually your soul and your inner compass is telling you to do something else. Do you know what I mean? But no one has a green light to talk down to you, to disrespect you, to abuse you, treat you like rubbish or anything. It's down to you to speak up for yourself, and it's down to you to make sure that you know whether you are the underdog, the black sheep of the family, whatever it is, okay, that you can come through the other side. You can break generational stuff, and you can break the negativity. You can snip snip. I always do snip snip with the fingers. Snip snip, cut the apron strings. You can release and let go of any codependency, anything that's toxic, negative, icky, all of that. You can release and let go of absolutely everything. But do not allow anyone to put you down. Be a voice for yourself. I'm sending you lots of strength, lots of love, and pop over. I'll put the links in the show notes. Pop over to Rebecca.x. Come and have a look at all the goodness that's on there, and let's see how we can empower you. There's so much on there to change your life, especially Expansion, my program. Come over and have a look at how we can transform your life and really, really boost up your self-love, your self-esteem, your confidence, and so much more, especially your mindset, because that's where I'm mastering. I'll see you on the next one.